That has been knocked clear. Saliba. Timber. Now Saliba. Back into the middle. And he was alert to it. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Shot. Can he finish? He's delivered all right! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Puskás. Messi. Puskás. Oh, super find.
Ajax really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And this is Puskás. And the finish! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Number 20, Romario.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now who's going to be first to this? That's headed upfield. And this is Messi. That's good play. Oh, this looks sharp. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Conte.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Puskás. Almost half an hour in now. Puskás, and Puskás! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Tries to play it through. Gullit gets into a good position. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Conte. And it's gooooo. And it's Timber. Ball played for gooooo. And it's Conte. And here's Van Basten.
Van Basten, really...
Oh, that's ambitious. Gullit. Vieira. Gullit has created one goal already. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threats. Tries a shot! Oh, taken with style. And they are dragging it back. Game on again. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Kylian Mbappe.
Ajax get themselves back into contention. Messi! No mistake! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Lampard, not one to pass up the chance to run at the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Nice looking ball. Now he's got space here. That is good alertness. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Van Basten. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. He's gone for goal! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Good effort, and it is right on half-time.
And a quick reminder today to please take all litter bins located by the entrance gates. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Substitution.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And this is Hazard. He's got away. Hazard with a delivery.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Real chance! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Gooooo takes control of it and he's on the move. Ajax different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Conte. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Casillas punts it upfield.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Cannavaro. Hazard. Now, can they get him away? Hazard. Van Basten. Oh, nice touch. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That passes. And Messi! Pinches it off him.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Gooooo. Ajax perhaps contemplating their next change here. And this is Lampard. Lampard! And the ball's come loose here. That's been drilled forward. Messi. Vieira. Now it's Romario. Well, that looks a decent ball. Timber. Pickford. That is Conte. Well, He's going to be disappointed with that. No way through. Hazard going face to face with his great rival. It's Van Basten! Sticks it away! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Substitution in progress.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And it's Romario.
That was lovely, that.
Romario stood his ground strongly.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Shoots! Goal! There seemed no way back, but they are level. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Puskas, challenged just a bit on the firm side. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position.
It's not the best angle, this, but he might just be tempted to shoot.
Desperate defending required here. Keeper's dealt with that.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Now it's Hazard. Dink through. He's being urged to shoot. Beckham. Now here's the delivery. Distributed tidily. Played back in. Oh, what a climb! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip.
And that is as far as it goes. Ajax have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.
Hello everybody, and please join me
Thrilling,
in
nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, I just think that determination and precision.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Manchester United.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. Adams.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neuer. Aimed beyond the defence.
Neymar really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, he's burst through! Lampard. Well read, nice interception.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Kante wins the duel this time. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Saliba. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Nicely weighted ball. Tries a shot!
Ajax definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Isco. Quarter of an hour played. And here's Aubameyang. Oh, this looks sharp.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
It'll be a throw-in. No goals as yet. Beckham. Raul. He's tried one!
Ajax are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Now it's Neymar. That's an imaginative pass. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, nicely intercepted. Alexander-Arnold. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but... Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Lampard having a look.
He could tee it up for someone else, but something tells me he'll have a go.
It's a loose ball. Looking for the run. And this is Beckham. And he whips it in.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
It's a pretty loose pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Pass somewhat off target. Bastoni. Conte. And Bastoni. Alexander-Arnold. Raul tries making a foray down the right. Raul going face-to-face with his great rival. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? And here's Foden. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Tries to play it through. Well, there's the clearance. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And that should get the job done.
Thuram really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Big header! Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Substitution.
Manchester United choosing to make the first change.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Not the most accurate pass. He's a sharp little ball here. Big chance! Goal! Manchester United!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Manchester United have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, that's a key interception. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that was vital. Now a Droll. Foden. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold stood his ground strongly. Alexander-Arnold was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Costa Curta. And it's Kaka. Oh, good read. Isco is always scanning the pitch for targets. Timber. Lofted in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And the half-time whistle goes. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And the action is back on the way.
Ajax can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now, what about a counter-attack? And he cuts out the supply. Timber. Beckham. And here's Thuram. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Out towards the flank. Fired deep. He gets big! He scored! Ajax are level! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
Ajax grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Beckham.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Thuram, and that is expertly dealt with. Beckham demonstrating his defensive quality there. Adams. Ajax looking to pass their way through. Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That has not gone well. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. Adams cuts it out. Can he get on the end of this? Good read, needed to be. Now he's off and running. Thuram. Can he get it through? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Ajax have a free kick.
Substitution for Ajax, number 20, Charles. Number 97, Aubameyang. Beckham, number 15.
Knocks it into space. That pass isn't the best. He's shifting through the gears here.
Number 18, Hazard.
Gooooo.
Number 7,
Ajax are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Substitution in progress.
Ajax finding their passes. Now it's Lampard. Well, that looks a decent ball. Mbappe! Rudiger gets good distance on it.
Substitutions taking place.
And it's Gooooo. Oh, good ball! Gooooo. And here's Mbappe. Gets into some space. Opts to play it back. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Ajax clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Now it's Szoboszlai. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Now it's Lampard. Spread neatly. Gooooo has it out wide and in space. Hangs in a cross. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Strong running down that left flank. Deep cross. Oh, that's a fine interception. Picked out brilliantly. Now, this could be a chance. Terrific header. Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
That has been cut short.
2 added minutes
Lampard.
has been indicated.
Now, can they get him away? Long ball looking to counter, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Conte. Passing nice and neat. And it's Rashford. Gives it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
And that's it. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most
Hello,
likely
everybody,
outcome,
and
but we've had a
please join
good
me in
variety in
wishing
this
a
game,
happy
despite
wedding
it being
anniversary for one of our
anticlimactic.
fan club members.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here.
Now there's a player with a silky pass and a steely tackle.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, a midfielder renowned for his tremendous array of passes while offering his defence a solid shielding presence too.
Players don't come a whole lot better in his position, do they?
Not really, and not many can boast the same quality of performance either, Peter.
Now that's well seen too. Can he get it through? Shot could be on.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Gooooo. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, shooting chance! Azar. Sung. And he was quick to react. Gooooo. And here's Suarez. Sung. Conte.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
It's Sung. That looks a good ball through.
That's good play from him.
He's charged, surely! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, that was really good running. The more he moved with it, the more he realised that taking the shot was his only option.
Lampard. Well, that looks a decent ball. Still goalless at the moment. Xabi Alonso.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Xabi Alonso comes a frustration. It's Van Basten! Oh, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Van Basten. Gooooo.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Raul threads one in, and he's picked out the run. Goes for a shot! That's a decent clearance. Lampard.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's chosen to go back. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Xabi Alonso. Well, nicely intercepted. Sung driving forward. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's very neat. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Played in by... climbs up big! Goal! Ajax! One moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Ajax have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Some resolute defending there. Tries to pass it through. It's a searching pass. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Cannavaro. Oh, there's a probing ball. Tries to play it through. And he shoots! They've done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And the half-time whistle goes. So your views on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Ajax sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. Here we go again. Raul. Well-timed, excellent interception. Lampard. Gooooo. And it's Xabi Alonso. And they win it back again. It is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now this could be a chance. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Azar. Played for Lampard. Not the most convincing of passes. And it's Azar. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Raul ploughing through the middle. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Chance! Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Luis Suarez. Park Ji-sung. Park Ji-sung, who has set up 2 goals. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation, no more.
Shot a goal! That is decidedly lacking.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
No, that was never going to make it.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Strong running down that left flank. Now it's Lampard. Lampard! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Looking to play him in. It's played through for him. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Passes short and sharp. Hazard. He's being urged to shoot. Hazard!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Saliba. And it's Hazard. Ajax finding their passes. Xavi Alonso. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Oh, really well played.
He's found a way through. And he plays one through. Conte. Chance here to counter. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And the shot! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And here's Van Basten. And now they can spring out of defence. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, super ball. Chance for a shot! It's bounced back off the post.
Ajax have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Lovely feet. It's a good run down the right. He whips it, he rises! Denied by an instinctive save.
Hazard is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Lampard with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
There will be 1 minute.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. That's been cut out, well played. Not too much. And we're done. Ajax can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency.
Those of you making their way home
Van
on
Basten
public
picking up the
transportation
Man
today,
of the
please
Match
watch the
award,
screen
and
train
no
departure
surprise
times
there.
from all
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
Lampard looking to penetrate opposition lines. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of everyone, teammate and opponent alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there, and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Now, can they get it? And he shoots! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Well, it really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Real chance! Goal, the Netherlands! And it's the Netherlands who take the lead. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he lines up a cross. And he's there to clear it. Oh, well played. And now they can spring out of defence. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Conte. Passing is crisp and sharp. Hazard. Van Basten.
Ajax really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now.
It's Van Basten! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. And he's intervened well there. And it's Hazard. Driving through the middle. Very nicely done. Hazard! Park Ji-sung. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Corner number 2 then. Lampard with the short one. Oh, nice touch. Park Ji-sung. He's got full. He scores! Ajax are level. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
That's a little off target. He's picked his way through. That's a decent clearance. It's a promising position. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Hazard proves just a little bit too strong. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Pickford breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Timber. Timber got a long way forward to join the attack. Oh, that's superb. Can he finish? That has been knocked clear. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He won't be happy with that one. Luis Suarez.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's been played through. Rummenigge. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he's going to have his name taken. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Messi. In by Messi. That's a decent clearance. Lampard. Thuram. Rijkaard. And it's Cannavaro. Adams cuts out the pass. Saliba. For Conte. Lampard. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Lampard. Nicely weighted ball. It's Van Basten! The ball is loose and the chase is on. That's an excellent interception. And we've reached half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So we're into the second 45.
Ajax have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Played out wide, and the pass is intercepted. Gilberto Silva looking understandably energised after his goal. No way through. Ajax different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Lahm. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And that was nowhere near his best. Azar. And it's Van Basten. He's had it taken off him. Looking for the run. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Ajax can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Van Basten is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That's really well manoeuvred. Lahm did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Hullet. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Quality ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He has found the way through. Oh, such a clever touch. Aimed in towards the centre. Khan claims it without any fuss. Lampard gets across to intercept that. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's found a way past. Hangs in across. That's been cut out, well played. That's a sharp pass. And this is Luis Suarez. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
He's got away. Park Ji-sung. Timber receives it in a bullish header! That's another chance! Lampard. Vieira demonstrating his defensive quality there. Lovely, now then. Van Basten! This time, surely! In he goes again! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number
So,
22,
time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 11, Suarez. Coming on the field, number 20, Pele. Number 25.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And they can counter here.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Kubo. That's very neat. Big chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. It's Park Ji-sung. Oh, good take in a good area. Thuram deals with that comfortably.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And the finish! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
The Netherlands take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Well read.
There will be
Danger is averted.
added time.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Ajax lost their way after falling behind early. Their concentration was weakened, and their character, and that's cause for address.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway.
Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Well, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
There's a sharp little ball here. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Can he finish? And that would have been some goal.
And how easy did he make that look? Not enough communication between the defence to deal with this increased threat.
Defending of the desperate variety. Raul. This looks promising. Driving on and making good progress. And it's been played through. He's one-on-one! Can he finish? Oh, it's come off the upright. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. Conte. And it's Lampard. He's shifting through the gears here. He's picked his way through. Now it's Rafinha. Rafinha carries the ball down the right. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. So it is still 0-0. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Torres. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Hazard. And that could set him on his way. Van Basten gets... And the shot! Goal! Ajax! And Ajax take the lead. Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Ajax have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Mbappe picks it up out wide. He has a look up. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Lampard taking charge of the dead ball. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Decent enough try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation.
Chance, surely! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That's an excellent interception. That is good strength. Great vision. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo running with the ball. Fernando Torres. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Showing good feet. And he's had a hit. And yes, it's there! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Ajax are doing very... And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Caceres. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Hazard. Lampard. Van Basten. Mbappe. He's had a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
The referee's awarded a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. So what can they conjure from this one? This then, an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Trustmark comes to the rescue. Lovely, now tries a shot! That has not gone well. Cristiano Ronaldo! And the first half is done. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Ajax absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Ajax are relentlessly steamrollering their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. And we are already promptly back underway. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Defending was strong and firm. Rijkaard. Oh, nicely intercepted. Saliba. Rijkaard. Threads one in. Bastoni cuts it out.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and
the finish! And it's in! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! So smooth. A signature finish.
just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Oh, what has happened here? Saliba. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Raul. That's very neat. Adams did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He is through here. Crosses it in here. Eder Militao. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nice interception, well timed. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Mbappe! Can he get on the end of this? Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Saliba hurtling down that right flank. Now that looks a decent ball, and he's in on goal! Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And this is Torres. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he shoots! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. That's really well cleared. And it's Conte. Tries to play it through. And Torres! Oh, impressive strike.
Well, I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
Muscular approach does pay off here. Bellingham wins the duel this time. Great ball if he can get there. Timber. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, that's fabulous. Bastoni, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he's had it nicked away. Not the most accurate pass. Searching pass he's played there. Could be danger here. Caceres. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he welcomes it in. Shot could be on. Shapes to shoot! It's hit the upright. Bastoni makes the interception. Tries to pass it through. And this is Van Basten. Van Basten was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well read, nice interception. Corner given. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Van Basten clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Conte! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Peter, I can't recall a better leader of the line than Marco van Basten.
A great scorer of goals and, of course, a scorer of great goals.
Yeah, and because of that, the words audacious and spectacular come to mind, and I think they best sum up what he could muster on a consistent basis.
Vitinha. Guti. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Played out to the left flank. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Chance to deliver. That's a little off target. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Oh, nice touch. And it's Beckham. Conte. Can he get it through? And he shoots! If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Well, they could break here. And he's on a charge. Beckham makes the interception. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Neatly clipped into space. Van der Sar chooses to deal with it himself. Lampard, shot could be on. Great chance! Goal! Ajax! And Ajax take the lead. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Number 6.
Let's go.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Conte.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh no, that was never going to make it.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Good ball, good take. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Stood up well to him there. Vitinha cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Lampard wins the duel this time. Lovely pass, but can't... Chance! And he hits the net! And they're at it again in double quick time. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Number 11.
Ajax are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, it's Van Basten. Ambitious ball here. Nicely worked. Now this could be a chance. Tries a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Ajax have their second corner now. No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Lahm. Ajax looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's been slipped through. Poor robust challenge. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. To increase the lead. Oh, what a save from Van der Sar! That's a promising run he's making on the right. Showing good feet. Timber picks it up out wide. Can he finish? They've got to be quick to recover this.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Nicely weighted ball. Shapes to shoot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Messi demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
We come to you now with a quick
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end.
Come on.
No slip-ups.
Ajax have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy. An action-packed 45 minutes, and they have raced into a 3-goal lead. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. He can run onto that. Van der Ven cuts out the pass. Yaya Toure. That's Guti. Yaya Toure. And it's Roberto Carlos.
Here's Vitinha.
Guti. Lampard, and now the breakaway. Pressing high and with purpose. And this is Messi. No, again. Oh, shooting chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Cross into terrific header. Vitinha. Lahm. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Yaya Toure gets a foot in and wins the ball. Now it's Bale. It's a searching pass. And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
He's being urged to it's Van Basten! Oh no, what has happened here? That's a throw. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show? Well, just shoots! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Ajax present their opponents with the best possible chance here to get them off and running. Oh, brilliant stop from Pickford! And he's there to clear it. Aimed in towards the centre. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Messi. There it is! I doubt very much that this was in the script. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's a really well-measured ball. And this is Messi, in by Messi. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, what? And again! Oh, taken with style. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Certain, searing and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And it's Messi. Good read, needed to be. Bullet, looking for the run.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he's managed to get free. Great defending, strong and determined. Adams, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Messi.
Ajax really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, can he get onto this?
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Messi, and that could set him on his way. Lampard, chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tries to pass it through. Played into space out wide. Rijkaard. Shifted it to the flank. And it's Van Basten. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Conte. Played down the flank. And he's picked it up out wide, crossed into the box. Pedri with the clearance. Busquets.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Messi. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now, can they get him away? And this is Lampard. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Messi. Ajax in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Pedri, very much a man of this moment.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now that looks a decent ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Into the final 5 minutes of the first half.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Pull it. Pull it. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Messi. Now it's Lampard. Now it's Van Basten. Looking for options for movement. Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, that's delightful. Adams. Nice looking ball. Ferdinand cuts out. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. How would you review the first half?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those two goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
Substitution in progress.
And we're underway again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. And this is Lampard. Conte. Time and again they are repelled. Ajax come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
He's picked his way through. Takes a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Pedri tries making a foray down the right. Mbappe. Lampard. He's tried one! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And this is... Tries a shot! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
And it's Neymar. And he's well positioned here. Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's in a good position here.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
He has found the way through. Turns and goes back. And a chance! He scores! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Van Basten. Over to the left. Played in deep. And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.